Hello everyone, Brad here today. Welcome back to Project Hospital. The DLC has just released today. Really excited to get stuck in with this, and I'm going to show you the tutorial for the new Doctor Mode DLC. I've not really looked at anything to do with the DLC. I know it's called Doctor Mode, but that's it. So I've got a fresh mind. Hopefully you've got a fresh mind and we'll sort of experience it together. So we've just come to this little start hospital and it says, "Hi boss, let's have a look at a new mode in our IT system. It's called Doctor Mode and it will allow us to take over doctors so we can keep an even closer eye on our patients." Okay, you can click the button in the top left corner of the screen or press the F8 key. When you have a doctor under your control and your action is needed, this button will flash. Okay, so let's hit that. Doctor Mode is located on the right side of the screen. Let's go over some of its key features. Difficulty setting, so we can change our difficulty. So let's go with, normal. I think normal mode's fine. Oh yeah, and then you get intern mode, resident mode. So let's go for, have normal mode for starting out, and then as we get a little bit better we can change that. So let's start with normal mode. The first big section shows your controlled doctors. You can control them by clicking the plus symbol and then selecting a doctor from an active department. Okay, so we've got Brooke Moore here, who's our emergency resident for our small little clinic. So let's click on Brooke. When you take over a doctor, you'll be responsible for all of their patients, shown in the list below. When you treat a patient, don't forget to discharge them manually from the patient card. Okay, the next segment shows you all of the patients you took over yourself, either in patient card or using the take over all patients button. The portrait background colour indicates the patient's current state. Okay. It's Jennifer Cole. She's low priority. She's 40 years old, uninsured, in our emergency department. Okay. And the last segment lets you highlight specific information about your patients and staff, so you can immediately see if they're happy or unhappy, what the patients are waiting for, or if they might be in danger. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. And that should cover everything important about Doctor Mode. Let's try it now and finish the objective for the insurance company, which is over here, and it is to treat 4 patients of controlled doctors. So we've only got 1 controlled doctor, so every patient should be coming under Brooke Moore. Yeah. Okay, so let's go and have a look at our hospital here. So this is it, very, very small. I assume this is Jennifer Cole. We've not got a receptionist. It's a nice, cute little clinic though. Oh, look how many patients we're getting in. Well, we're already going to need a second department here, I think, aren't we? So how do I... Okay, so I'm up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this room. Oh, it's bigger. Okay, well let's go and say that we want a doctor's office in here. Let's go there. Now we can make it bigger if we need to, and we'll get another doctor to come into here. So I'll go on this management mode and I want to say add doctor, and we will add someone like Rachel Foster. She's good at diagnosis and she's not that expensive. Let's get Rachel Foster. We'll play, and we'll also say that we want to take control over Rachel Foster. And then what's this? Show patients. Okay, controlled patients. So what can I do here? Procedures have finished. She's got hay fever. And for this, we need to give her an antihistamine. Okay, so let's give her antihistamines. So that's now gone blue. I assume because we've given her diagnosis. Jordan Rodriguez. Let's give Jordan a physical exam. Oh, he's got contact dermatitis. So for that, again, he needs antihistamines. Procedures have finished with Jennifer Cole. Yeah, okay. That's now gone orange. So do we now... Code blue. I assume we send her home because we've done everything, right? So let's see. Let's send it. Yeah, okay. So that's 1 person treated. So My initial thoughts are it's good, but it's not that much different to being in a normal game, right? So if you're in a normal sandbox game or a campaign game, you can still take over patients. You can still take over patients and go through all of their symptoms, give them different examinations, which obviously then leads on to different treatments. So I really like the game. I really, really do. But my first impressions are I thought there was going to be more to it than this. If I'm going to be completely honest, I really did. I thought there was going to be more. Why has she gone orange? Mark Lopez. She needs some more tests. I just thought there's going to be a bit more to it. I don't know if that's just me, or if you guys have been checking it out, then let me know. Because if you think the same, I was expecting a bit more. I suppose it is a free DLC. So this was a free DLC. It's basically a large update, and there obviously is differences. Like this is a brand new mode. We'll take a look at all of the new items that you can place in the game. Sarah Barkley, so she has chickenpox, which requires antivirals. Okay, doke. And then your blue. Why are you blue then? Procedures have finished for Sarah. Really? There's nothing here. So Sarah's been treated, so we can send her home. Oh no, not her blue. She can be sent home. We need to treat one more patient. So how do we set everyone? Really, we want to set everyone to our control. I don't know how you do that. Is it here? No. Okay, I don't know how we set every single patient that comes into our control. I'm not sure how we do that. Procedures have finished for Mark Lopez. He's got hay fever, which requires antihistamines. Procedures have finished for Margaret Thomas. She's got shingles, which requires antivirals. That makes sense. So she had them? Yeah. Okay, so you can go home. I assume that wasn't completed. We've completed the tutorial. Now what we could do is we could have a look at this, which is the campaign that comes along with the free DLC. And it's a lovely hospital, which is really, really nice. I really like the look of it. It looks really nice. So our first goal or objective is to create one doctor within the character editor at emergency. So let's go down to our ground floor. Oh my god, it's a nice hospital. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get in a doctor for, let's go this room here, number 1. So if we go to management mode, and then we want to say here, character editor. So we can come here and we can say, can I change the name? Let's have a guy, 24, sure. Mark Davis, yep, sure. Level intern. Okay, so we can select like the perks that we want. Then like the bad. I assume we have to create. Yeah, so we have to select one of these. Let's go for diagnostic genius and loyal. Takes less salary and is a hard worker. And obviously we can randomize their appearance. So what do? We've done that and that, and we're going to say hard worker. Create for $10,000. Wow. Okay. Oh, who've we got? Margaret Adams. Here we go. We've got Margaret Adams here. So we can say here that we want to have Margaret Adams as our control doctor. And if we go to the department, we can say here we automatically take over every patient that comes into this department. So every patient will have, and we can have a look at these patients and make sure that they get treated accordingly. So I wanted to show you that, and so let's speed up time a tad, and we'll just make sure that some patients can come in through the hospital. It might be worth getting a receptionist just to make sure that the cases are prioritised. So receptionists, if you're a high priority case, they will put you higher up the list to be seen by a doctor, basically. That's the long and short of it. So let's go into doctor mode, or you can press F8. So our first character here is John Clark. So John's coming in, he's having his initial interview now. So he's suffering from fatigue, headache, he's got 4 other hidden symptoms. So we've got a very wide range of diagnoses at the moment. That's now been shortened to a few. So let's go for physical exam and maybe nasal and oral cavity inspections. What's that going to give us? Because that could, highlight if it's going to be sinusitis, tonsillitis, or influenza. So they're just doing here we go. So he's got sinusitis. So we can say that's your diagnosis, and for that you need a treatment of saline nasal spray, which is simple enough. So we're going to carry on with that. So then John's now blue, and blue was treatment. So now it's orange, which means it's waiting for me to do something. So now we can go in, he's had that. I assume now we can say that we can treat him basically, complete his treatment and say, okay, you can now go home. He's now going to wander home. And that is, in essence, the long and short of it. What we could do is we'll get another doctor in here. So again, we're going to create someone. Let's go random until we find... Sure, you can do. Frank White, good name. And for you, let's say you're comforting and... Oh, I don't know. It's like the only good one here really is hard worker. I was going to have to hard worker again, really, aren't we? Oh, so select 1, select 2. So why is that red? Oh, I think this is a different category. So let's do hard worker, comforting, and pleasant. Sure. So we've got Frank White in here. Now if we go into doctor mode, we can also say that we want to take over the patients of Mr. Frank White. Everyone's green, which is good. Okay, so for Margaret Adams, we've got Daniel Anderson here. So he needs some more exams. So let's give him a physical exam. Again, it's such a range of diagnoses. We'll measure his blood pressure, do some cavity inspections, and then do a C-reactive protein test. Frank White, Thomas Jones, again, quite a range in diagnoses. Let's do standard stuff like a physical exam. We'll listen to his chest, do a bit of blood pressure and C-reactive protein, and we'll see what comes back from that. Okay, so we have completed our first objective, which was to treat 5 patients. This has now moved on to now asking us to try and treat 8 patients via controlling our doctors in our hospital. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there for the campaign. I'll let you guys figure it out, and I'll let you have a little play around and have a look at the further objectives. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the new items which come with this DLC. Right, so these are, I believe, the new items for the game. Please do let me know down below, guys, if you found any other new items, but these are the ones that I'm aware of. So you have the whiteboard here. So this is used with GPs when they're doing a differential diagnosis. So that's quite a nice little feature. It's also a nice decoration, even if you wanted this in a ward or something like that. It's actually just quite a nice decoration in general. You have a new glass table, which we have 2 of here. So that's really, really nice. That's a new office desk. So I'm really happy with that, actually, because the old office desks, they were getting quite, very repetitive, using the same thing over and over again. So I really like the glass because they look very different than the other ones. That's really nice. A new printer just here, really nice printing, a lot bigger. You can see that it's sort of got like a copy. It's like a printer copy, which is really nice. So that's the two things that are sort of used by the doctors and the staff. You have a new coffee vending machine, which is nice. You can fill your staff rooms up with these coffee vending machines, which look really nice actually. I really like them. First aid kits, again, makes complete sense. You can put some first aid kits around your hospital in the corridors and things like that, just in case there's an accident. New office chair, so I've put down the different colours here. Again, I really like them because again, the old office chairs, very repetitive. Yes, you can change the colour, but really like these new ones. You can really sort of, have a different colour per department and stuff like that. So really like them. The bookshelf, again, an item that will look really nice in a staff room or in like these corridor areas. Sometimes you have kind of bookshelves like general medicine books or magazines and stuff like that. A wall lamp here, so a new type of light, again, really nice. And a diploma, again, something cool to see. You can have a doctor's office full of these diplomas and certificates behind the desk. It just looks really realistic, doesn't it? Quite often, it's not seen too much here in the UK, but I think in the States, a lot of the time, physicians, physiotherapists, people of the medical trade, a lot of times they do show their diplomas behind where they sit. So really nice thing to see. Got some new plants here. So got some new pumpkin plants. I assume these were things that were added for the Halloween kind of update to the game. So on Halloween this year there's an update which meant, I think there's like zombies and everything. So quite a cool update. But they've actually added those so you can plonk them down in your hospitals, which again is a really cool idea. And on the new glass table just here, there's two more decorations, which is a skull, like a skull model, which again makes sense. A lot of doctors have kind of anatomical models on their desk to show their patients and explain what's happening. So again, that's a nice thing to see. And another thing was another decorative item, which was files. So again, a little bit of clutter, which I quite like. In other games like Sims, I really like those clutter items. You can make somewhere look so much more realistic having those clutter items. So again, that's really nice to see. So like I said, please do let me know down below if you find anything else which is new. I might have missed a couple of things, but this is what I'm aware of, which is new to the game. So I really hope you enjoyed the new DLC. I absolutely love this game. I like the DLC. It was a free DLC, so overall, when you actually think about it and take it into account, it's free, guys, so we can't really complain too much, can we? But looking forward long term and sort of I suppose it's the potential of the game, I think looks great. I think it's got such a high potential. If they keep adding, even if it is DLC, if they keep adding DLC and it adds to gameplay and it's value adding to the game, then great. I know myself for one, I'm going to lap it up. So really excited to see how this game is going to develop over time. Loving this new hospital, which you should definitely check out, guys. It's you can tell it's good because even my computer is struggling to render it. So looks absolutely great. Please do let me know down below what you think of the DLC. What you think of the game, what you think of the DLC. Are you having fun? Is it something that to you is a big addition to the game? Are you enjoying it? And really look forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future with this title. It's definitely one of my favourite games at the moment, and I hope you guys also enjoy playing it. So I'll see you again very shortly. Have a great day. See you later. If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, post a comment down below, and please follow me on Facebook and Twitter to keep updated. See you later.